PDP crisis deepens as national chairman Ayo refuses to meet Wike. Hello guys, welcome to Vicious Media. Hope you all are doing very well this Monday morning. We would like you to kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed and also turn on the notification bell just so you're notified when we upload any video. If you feel like you can also give this video a thumbs up. The crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party PDP may not be ending anytime soon, as reconciliatory efforts have not yielded much progress. Politics Nigeria has gathered that the national chairman of the party, Ayosha Hayo, has refused totally to have a private meeting with the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, in order to resolve the ongoing crisis in the party. It can be recalled that the presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, and Wike have been at loggerheads ever since the party's presidential primaries a few months back. Wike lost the primaries after another presidential candidate, Aminu Tambuwal, stepped down for Atiku, a move that seriously miffed the Rivers politician. Shortly after, a committee set up by the party to select running mates, its presidential candidate recommended Wike, but it was jettisoned as Ayo and Atiku opted for Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa. Since then, Wike has been on the offensive and has threatened not to support Atiku in the fast approaching 2023 presidential elections. However, the National Working Committee of the party moved to reconcile both camps and chart a path to peace and harmony. Last week, Wike's camp insisted that Ayo must be removed as chairman before reconciliatory talks can be held. The committee then suggested that Ayo have a private meeting with Wike in Port Harcourt as a major step to bring peace, but the Benue-born senator refused totally. The NWC in their meeting last Thursday told Ayo that they would accompany him to Port Harcourt if he was not willing to go alone. According to one of the NWC members who spoke on condition of anonymity, the NWC members who feared that the crisis is becoming personal asked the national chairman to take the path of a leader to see Wike and resolve the crisis which is becoming intractable. The source further stated that the NWC members volunteered to go with Ayo to meet with the River State governor as a team. He further stated that Ayo rejected the offer of going with them to see the River State governor or engage him in a private audience. According to him, Ayo ruled out any private meeting with Wike on the matter, insisting that he has 4 years to complete his tenure as the party's national chairman. It was learned that the two camps that held the deadlocked meeting in Port Harcourt would use the weekend to 1. The main concern of Wike's camp is to ensure that all the supporters of the River State governor are carried along in the electionary campaigns expected to kick off on September 29th. Meanwhile, Wike and the former national chairman of the party, Prince Uche Secondus, on Saturday engaged in a war of words over an alleged threat by the River State governor to crush anyone who supports the enemies of the state. A visibly angry Wike, who spoke at the flagging off ceremony of the construction of internal roads at Omogwa in Ekwere local government area of the state, vowed to finish anyone who pitches a tent with the enemies of the state. According to the governor, if anybody fights our system, we will fight the person back. Let me tell you what you don't understand in politics. The moment you claim to be working with us and tomorrow you shift to our enemy, we will take every might we have. We will even leave our enemy and finish you first. So all of you who are going back to Abuja to hold meetings with our enemies in the state, I am going to finish you to the last. We removed a national party chairman who was not doing well. All of them were here. We all agreed. Now they are going to Abuja to hold meetings with the man we removed, thinking that you will use that to fight us. We will crush them. But in a swift response, Secondus told Wike that he is not God who could crush anyone. In a statement by his media aide, Ike Aboying, the former national chairman of the main opposition party, stated that his attention has been drawn to the haughty and disdainful threat from Governor Wike that he will crush anybody who works with him, Secondus, in support of the PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. The simple response of Prince Secondus to the empty threat are, Wike, you cannot crush anybody. I cannot fight. Only God can crush. As we speak, it is really a very serious matter in the PDP camp because fortunately, they have about 5 weeks from now before they commence their campaign. All my appeal now is that Governor Wike should cool down. Presidential candidate Atiku should also cool down because none of their ambitions should be bigger and higher than the ambition of their party. Some stakeholders currently are appealing to both of them because there is no organization anywhere in the world that will not have crises, but the capacity and the ability to handle the resolution of such crises will be a measure of how developed or reliable or respectable that organization is. Backing the call for the resignation of the PDP chairman, George said the North could not hold the presidential and chairmanship positions of the party. According to him, it would be difficult to convince people in the South if the current situation continued. A former National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, Kola Olagbadiya, dismissed concerns Wike may form an alliance detrimental to the PDP's chances during the 2023 presidential election. He said that Wike was more politically savvy to hobnob with opposition parties and form an alliance that could affect PDP's electoral fortune during next year's presidential election. Alakbadeya gave the assurance during an interview on an Arise TV program, This Morning Show. He added that the party was working frantically to put its house in order and resolve its internal crisis. Asked about Wike's meeting with opposition political figures, Alagbadeye said the governor was at liberty to associate with politicians from other camps as such was within his rights. I know it and I believe that Governor Yemso Wike is savvier politically to go and put the life of his own political machinery into an arrangement that will stop his candidates from winning elections. I know he will not do a thing like that, and I am very confident about that. In conclusion, Wike has also vowed not to allow the state to go astray and be taken over by those who are only interested in advancing their selfish ambitions. Advising Nigerians is stated, tell your people in Abuja to go home and converse for your party to win elections, adding that polls could not be won in Abuja hotels.